Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Keisha's Creations, where we're going to have games and galore. I really appreciate you guys coming in today. Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful yesterday. Unfortunately, I did not make it because the heat and errands wore me down. And then it was kind of too late. And I took a nap and it made me feel even more tired. So I was not up to par. But thanks for joining me for this fun event. I'm super excited not only to do this, but also share such a special surprise with all my friends and marketeers. We're going to have more fun events to support this special surprise. So stay tuned and subscribe if you have not to be able to participate whenever we do go live. Yay! So let me get set up for just a second. Want to make sure the lighting is good and bright. Woohoo! And I'll explain everything in just a second of how we're going to do this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Super excited. So there's no guessing right this very minute about what you think may be the special surprise. So please don't try. There, I hope, will be everybody who participates. Um, most of the prizes will be bingo cards. If you're not on the bingo card list, then you definitely will be given a special mystery prize from me. I may just, in fact, choice the prizes, and then that way you can pick. I think I'm going to do that instead. I think instead of everybody just getting whatever I give them, I think what I'm going to do is just allow you to pick. Okay? So you can pick either a bingo card or two, depends on what game we're playing. And you're going to be in for a real treat. I'm super excited. Let me turn this light off because it gives me shadow. And let me turn another one on real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Yes. Yes. I'm going to explain everything, so just hold the phone. No, it's not bingo. So if you grabbed your cards, you were mistaken. It's not going to be bingo. So, yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so the first game we're playing is a type of trivia. So I'm going to ask everybody a trivia question, okay? Everybody is more than welcome to participate. I hope everybody does participate. It's going to be fun, I guarantee. And if whoever gets it right first will be able to pick an egg. What? Because it's not too far from Easter, so I figured we could get away with picking eggs. If you look at all the eggs, okay, so look at all the eggs in the basket. All the eggs are very distinct, separated. So, like if somebody picks green, obviously it's going to be this one, right? If somebody picks green polka dot, it's that one. Do you see what I'm saying? So all of this is a like light yellow. This is like a shimmery yellow. This is a shimmery orange. This is just orange. So these are purples. So we have purple with swirl or purple, just regular purple. We have blue or shiny blue. You can call these shiny, okay? So inside the egg is a letter. And this is what we're filling out to figure out what our special surprise is going to be. So let me repeat this again. I'm going to ask a trivia question. Everybody is more than welcome to participate. Whoever answers it correctly first will get to pick an egg. Inside the egg, there is a letter, that corresponds with these blanks, and I will put the letter in the correct position of where it goes, and this will reveal our special surprise. Yay! Now, there are some times I have a dice. This has lots of numbers on the dice. I have a dice, and there are going to be some times where I roll the dice. And so let's say, for instance, it's a very easy question, or it's a question that I just feel like rolling the dice on. Then I'll roll the dice, and whatever number, and I know you can't barely see it, so I'll just hold it up to the screen. Whatever number it lands on, so that's number 2. Whatever number it lands on will be the second correct answer, instead of everybody just coming in first and fast. Okay? Now, you have to get this exact sentence correct. It has to be exactly the nail on the head in order for you to win. This particular game will allow you to win a pick of 2 prizes. So you can either get 2 bingo cards, you can get 2 prizes on the table, or you can get 1 bingo card and 1 prize. It's up to you, okay? Then after we complete this game that involves the eggs and the sentence and the trivia, I'm going to look it up online. It's going to be like common trivia. It's not going to be like, hard. Why I say hard. You know what I'm saying? It's that you don't have to know your history too much and all that stuff. Hopefully. Now, after we play this game, there's 2 more games after this that will correspond with what we're doing. Does anyone have any questions? So if you're confused, or if you just got here, or you're not really sure, please speak up now, because I want everybody to participate. All the eggs are very distinguished. Again, we're going to call these shiny. So if you want to pick a shiny color, just say shiny purple, shiny pink. And then you can see the other ones are very distinctive. This one's swirl with dots. This one's wiggly lines and dots. This one's wiggly with dots. And you can say the color, like pink dots with wiggly. See what I'm saying? Yay! And it looks like there is a lot of lines, which there are, right? And not enough eggs. Well, obviously some of the letters go in different blanks, but I made sure all the letters were utilized properly. So you don't try and guess the sentence until you know exactly what the sentence says, because if you get it wrong, this is another thing. If you get it wrong, then you cannot participate in the trivia at all. So you can't get it wrong. You got to get it exactly right. Whoever gets it exactly right gets to pick 2 prizes. Again, it can be 2 prizes on the table. It could be 1 bingo card and a prize. It can be 2 bingo cards or 2 prizes. Either one, just pick 2 of whatever. One and done. Yeah, for the sentence. For this sentence, okay? Or it looks like a paragraph. It's actually a sentence with conjunction. So, yeah. It looks like a paragraph, I guess. It has some other things that'll help make it a sentence. Okay? Does everybody understand? And then sometimes I'm going to roll this dice. So like, say that there's 5 people who got the trivia right. Then I might roll the dice, and I'll tell you when I'm going to roll the dice before I actually do it. Okay. So like, okay, the next question, I'll roll the dice so that it's not predetermined. And then it'll be the placement of the winner who got it right, because some people are not that fast of typing, but they know the answer. Just to change it up, so that everybody can have fun. Oh, and let me tell you this too. Let me tell you this too. Um, um, hold on, I forgot now. Dang it. Oh, when you guess this sentence, type it in caps. Type it in caps. Well, just ask the question. You can do it. Just tell me if you don't understand what we're doing before we start. I can repeat it one more time. It's not hard. It's very fun. I tell you, this brain of mine, and I'm going to keep this board out in just a second. I don't want to keep it out right now because I don't want people to study it right this minute until we start playing, okay? You can study the eggs because I need you. And remember, these are purple. These shiny ones, we're going to use the word shiny in whatever color. Instead of metallic, use the word shiny. You see the shiny ones. But this one's shiny blue zigzag, shiny purple swirl, shiny pink, shiny yellow. This one's a yellow and this one's an orange, shiny orange. So they're all very distinctive. And I did that on purpose so that way y'all can guess and I'm not like, huh? Hopefully. Just use the word shiny in your color. And if it's not shiny, obviously this is not shiny. You just say blue. You just say orange. You just say yellow, right? You just say pink. Does everybody understand? Does everybody know how to play this? So we can go ahead and get started. Is anybody confused? And I hope everybody plays. This is going to be fun, especially if you participate. Now, you don't have to. If you just want to hang out and craft or listen or whatever. Um so, is everybody good? I need everybody to let me know if they're good or confused. I did. I did. A lot of games, not a whole lot, but um, some. I played more with my boys than I did when I was a child. Good, good. You don't care? You should care. Ay, 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 Rain Girl. You gotta care about this. This is a special surprise. I know you care about the surprise because you wouldn't be here. Has nothing to do with the surprise. I'm just kidding. You do. Pumbaa, y'all do care. Okay. All right. Now, here we go. Let me pull up the trivia. I'm excited. Y'all are going to have fun. It's a surprise. You hear me? Surprise. If the word doesn't match it and you're not surprised, I would be surprised you're not surprised because, heck, I'm surprised. And I'm excited. Okay. Here we go. Let me do this. And I said, what better way to share with my friends and marketeers? You know what I mean? Okay, I'm looking up trivia. Like an easy one. Because we can't think too hard. I mean, sheesh. I don't even know half this crap. So why in the world would I try to ask you? Oh dear, hold on. Um, okay, here we go. Oh dear, some of these are hard. I'm just going to go for it because some of y'all may know it, some of you may not. Ooh, I don't know any of these yet. Okay, I do know this one. Here we go. First question. First question. All right. First question will be the first person trying to utilize the screen. Here goes the blanks. Let me see how we can do this. Hold on. This board's a little big. Let's see if we can turn this. Get all the eggs. There we go. I knew I was going to figure it out. And I'll put it, sorry about the glare. Let's go. It's as best as I can do. Okay. Let me get my pen. I think I'm going to get a different color. Let me get blue. Blue's good. All right. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Don't try to guess the sentence unless you know exactly what it says, because it will take you out of the game of doing this part. Okay? And that's just because it'll make it fair, because some people are good. Not saying that, harm on the people that are good, but some people are really good at like guessing the whole sentence in one letter. Okay, here we go. How many colors are in a rainbow? And make sure when you guess this sentence, make sure you put it in caps. How, I know, can we buy a vowel? How many colors are in a rainbow? 7. Sousa. Ding, ding, ding. Woohoo! Congrats. That is correct. What egg would you like to pick? Sousa. And of course, when you pick the egg, I'll take the letter out. I'll show you the letter, and then I'll take the egg out of the basket. Of course. Duh. Congrats. Now, next question will be rolling the dice. So whatever number the dice lands on, say it's past the amount of people who got it right, then I'll just circle back up and keep counting until we get to the number. Whoop! The big green one in the middle. This one. Got it. Ooh, this is the letter T. Letter T. I guess I could put it on here instead of, I think I'm going to do that. No, I can't. Never mind. Because if I need another T somewhere, never mind. Scratch that. I'm thinking. T. Okay. Here we go. Letter T. There's only one T. All right. Woohoo! I'm excited. It's going to be, look at Posh. Excellent. Yeah, so anybody can guess the sentence. Just if you guess it, put it in caps. And if you guess it wrong, then you're voided from the trivia and picking eggs. You'll just have to watch. So, yay! But anybody can guess the sentence, and anybody can answer the trivia. Whoever answers the trivia correct will get to pick the egg. Next sentence, a question will be rolling the dice. So it's not the first fastest. Okay? All right. Let's see. I'm trying to pick stuff that's like not too hard. Like, huh? Okay. Which direction does the sun rise? Which direction does the sun rise? And because I'm rolling the dice on this one, I'm going to give y'all a couple of seconds to guess. And then I'm going to put in a stop so that we know, what's the bottom, just in case we got to scroll up to the top and keep counting. And I need to get a basket so I can roll the dice in the basket. Because I have a feeling if I roll it on here and I pick it up and I start messing with this, it's going to scratch stuff off. That's the only thing with these boards, is you can't mess with them too much. There we go. And then I'll just hold the bowl up when I figure it out. Okay. I see all the people that answered. East. That is correct. So here we go. Rolling the dice. Ooh, shoot. All right, it landed on number 17. 17's face up. 17. So 17th person. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 is all the way down. 15, 16, 17. Joy, congrats. Woohoo! What egg would you like, my dear? She is the 17th going down and back up. Congrats. I thought it was a trick question. That's funny. No, you can't mess with the board. Can't. We'll screw it up. Jot, congrats. Green polka dot. You got it. Green polka dot. This one. Ooh, what is it? A letter S. A letter S. Okay. Let me fill in the blanks. The letter S. Ooh, S is a good one. That's all the letter S is. Letter S. All right, next question. Woohoo! Yay! Okay. What colors mix to make green? What colors mix to make green? First, fastest, because we didn't roll the dice. We're not rolling the dice. I'll let you know before we do it. What color mix to make green? The answer is blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Now, I'm going to be honest. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Mom. Hey, everyone. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I knew that. I ain't even going to lie. Blue and yellow. Blossom. Woohoo. Congrats. Blossom. Next question will be rolling the dice. Next trivia, we'll roll the dice and then we'll count whatever placement the correct answer people are will be the next choice egg winner. Yay! Blossom, what egg would you like, my dear? Close my eyes and grab an egg for me. Okay. Let me mix them real quick so that I'm not memorizing. Okay. My eyes are closed. My head's turned this one. Ooh, metallic green. G. Letter G. Letter G. Okay. Let me get these back in here. This one has a swirl. We're going to have to put that one kind of close to the light. Letter G. Okay, let's see. See where it goes. Ooh, letter G. Got it. Letter G. Woo! All right. Can y'all read my letters? This one's a little iffy. I'm getting nervous now. Can y'all tell that's a G? No, not really. Don't start screwing up the board. This is what happens. That's a little bit better. I got a little excited. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. Next question. We're rolling the dice. All the people getting it right will count. Let's see. Oh, I'm just trying to pick easy ones. Okay. You may or may not know this one. What type of alcohol is traditionally used in a margarita? What type of alcohol is traditionally used in a margarita? Yeah, I can move it up. It's just this glare is going to get us on one of the lines. I'm trying to avoid the glare. Is that a little bit better? Or did I not help it? Dang. Y'all drinkers? Dang. Tequila. Ay, caramba. Dang. Okay. We got to roll the dice. It is number 13. Oops. I moved it, but it's number 13. All right. 13th person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Miss Bonnie, congrats. Woohoo. Dang. What egg would you like? Remember, these are purple. That's the only thing I feel like I got to keep telling you. These are blue, I guess, or green. It doesn't matter. I'll understand. Bonnie, woohoo! Yay! Now, remember, anyone can guess this sentence. Type it in caps, but if you guess it wrong, and it has to be exactly the way that it is, if you guess it wrong, you're disqualified out of the trivia on picking eggs. Zigzag blue green. Got it. This one. All right, let's see. Ooh, letter Y. Letter Y. Letter Y. There it is. Letter Y. Congrats. All right. Next question, first fastest. Which animal is the tallest in the world? Which animal is the tallest in the world? Jot got it. She's fast. Congrats, giraffe. Which egg would you like, Jot? Congrats. Next question will be rolling the dice. Dang, look at all those folks. Thanks for playing, guys. I really appreciate this. She said swirly purple. This one. All right. A A. An A. A's are usually good, right? We'll see. The letter A. Okay. A. 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 And A. Ooh, A's everywhere. Sorry, I'm writing like a toddler. I don't like that A. I'm getting picky. I don't like it. A. There we go. Ooh. Oh, wait. And A. I'm going to make sure. It's a lot of A's. A. Yay. Let me make sure. Okay. There we go. That's it. Rain girl. I didn't like it. All right. Next question will be rolling the dice. Right, girl's like, oh my gosh, we knew it was an egg. She wants to see what the surprise is. Okay. In what year did World War II end? Ooh, I don't know this one. In what year did World War II end? We're rolling the dice. Teresa says yes. I'm going to give y'all a couple of seconds to answer, and then I'm going to put the stop so that way we know where to start counting and stop counting. All right. World War II ended in 1945. So everybody who got 45 will be counted in the number. It is 11. Number 11. So you pause when saying the question. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got to go back up. 8, 9, 10, 11. Mitzi Moo, congrats! What egg would you like? Congrats, Mitzi Moo. Next question will also be rolling the dice. Next question will be also rolling the dice. Woohoo! Yay! Mitzi Moo. Dull yellow. Dull yellow. This one, it's orange. This one, yellow with squiggly or wiggly or humpy or whatever you want to call it. So which one, left or right? This one's shiny. This one's orange. I'm thinking this one, but I could be wrong. Just tell me left or right. Oh, the squiggly. Okay, cool. Humpy. It's yes, it's humpy. See? Hump. What is it? Ooh, letter U. Letter U. Letter U. Boom. Right there. Letter U. Boom. Next question will be rolling the dice. Okay. A pickle is made from which fruit or vegetable? A pickle is made from what fruit or vegetable? Well, you, oh my gosh, and jot. Remember, if you guess this thing, make sure it's in caps and make sure it's exactly what it says exactly. So, because then you'll void yourself out of the trivia and picking the eggs. Mom. Oh dear. She should just get it because she used the emoji. Oh man. It's a cucumber. Cucumber. We're rolling the dice. I know, right? That's a good one. I agree. But then that's cheating. 3, the third person, cucumber. What is a cuke? Okay, y'all guess that. What is the cuke? Cuke. What the heck is that? Is that a cucumber? Am I supposed to count these people? What is that? What, Bonnie, what is kooks? What are y'all saying? Oh, oh. Well, I had no clue. Good thing y'all know, because I'd skip y'all if I was me. Duke, you got it. Third person. A cuke. Can you get that cuke out the refrigerator? Like, what? Oh, dear. I had no clue. So we're all learning. You're about to learn. I'm about to learn. Me neither, boss. All right, Duke, what egg would you like for your cuke answer? I'd be like, what the heck is that, Mom? What do you want? Can you say? All right, second bluish egg, bottom row. This one, the shiny, because y'all don't listen. Shiny. Shiny. Remember. Shiny. Okay, it is an exclamation point. I know you thought it was an I. You'll see that it's not the I. It is an exclamation point because all of them are in capital letters, as you couldn't tell. Exclamation point. Bam. Right here. Yeah, I used punctuation in my words. Of course I did. Leave it to Beaver. Yep, sure did. I bet y'all are thinking like, oh, I thought that was a letter. Well, you're wrong. Exclamation point. Next question, first fastest. What shape is a stop sign? What shape is a stop sign? Margello, congrats. It's an octagon. Octagon. Oh dear. Mom and Sousa and Kim and Mitzi Moo. You let me know where those are hexagons. What state? It's an octagon. Blue, she says. Blue, you got it. Letter N. Letter N. Octangle. Oh dear. Blossom. Oh dear. All right, letter N. Here we go. Ooh. Letter N. Letter N. 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 Bam. That's all the letter N's. Woohoo! Letter N. Oh dear. Okay. Next question. We'll be rolling the dice. How many primary colors are there? How many primary colors are there? We'll be rolling the dice. Because you said octangle. How many primary colors are there? There's only 3. 3. Everybody who said 3 is correct. 3 primary colors. All right. Ooh, number 14. Number 14. The phrase is scaring you? Oh dear, don't be scared. 1, 2, what are we on? 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Going back up. Rain girl! Woohoo! What egg would you like? You're the 14th. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. What egg would you like? Pink speckled. Pink speckled. Let's see. Letter R. Ooh. There's 5 in your land. There's evidently 8 in Pumbaa's and Mom's land too. So there's that. Letter R. Here we go. Those are all your letter R's. Ah! Those are all your letter R's. Okay, next question. First fastest. What is an angle called if it's greater than 90 degrees? What is an angle called if it's greater than 90 degrees? What is an angle called if it's greater than 90 degrees? First fastest. Dana! Congrats, Miss Dana. It is obtuse. Look at all these smarty farty pants. Sweet faces. Ding, ding, ding! Oh my gosh! Woohoo! Woo! Ding, 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 da ding, da ding, ding. Ding, 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 da ding, da ding, ding. Ding, 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 da ding, da ding, ding. Let me do this. I already see somebody said the sentence. P P I E. Oops. Ding, ding, ding! Surprise! Aww. Oh my God. Aww. I am pregnant and I'm having a baby. Yes. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Oh, my heart's pounding like 100 beats per minute right now. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, let me tell you about this. It is a very huge surprise. I think my husband stepped in my room a little too much and my reproductive room. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sweating and my heart's beating. Just give me 1 second. Susa, congratulations. Aw. Thank you guys. So, this is a huge surprise for all of us. Y'all have to understand. Oh, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. I know. So, let me tell you the story. There's a story behind this. It was a huge surprise for us. So, let me just tell you all the shocking factors. Was this planned? Absolutely not. But obviously God has better idea and plans for us than what I personally thought. So my stomach was hurting, okay? Let me tell you, okay, let me back up. I found out February. February. Yes, I found out February, okay? My stomach was hurting. This was when I found out. And I had gestational hernia, which was caused by me pushing out my last child. Okay. And which is fine, is able, sometimes it'll poke out a little bit my belly button. And I know this is kind of, informational, but I'm here with my friends, right? And I know this will be live, but that's okay. It is special. There's a story. Maybe other people are experiencing this. I don't know. But anyway, so I really thought, and I was really gassy, and I thought, well, maybe it's just something with that. So I need to go to the doctor. So I was telling my kids and I was telling my husband, I was like, I think something's wrong with my stomach. I was like, because things poking out a little bit more, and there's no risk, no need for surgery. They said as long as I can push it back in, and I know that's kind of gross, but it's the truth. Then it should be good, right? So, and Susa, congratulations. I saw your first. Um, I'm still sweating. I'm trying to take a deep breath. So, I thought, and I was like, something's wrong because it was just hurting a little bit. So then, of course, I'm trying to think about my period because I still have periods, evidently. And I was like, I can't really remember if I had it in February, but I know that I had it during Christmas because when my mom and sister were coming, I thought, well, good thing that it came before they were here. Not that it matters, but who wants to deal with that and being in the trash and all that when you have guests over? Not that they don't have it and it's not my family, but like who wants to deal with that, right? I don't. So I was kind of glad. So I know that I had it in December. I wasn't sure about January, but I do believe that I had it in January. But February, I couldn't really remember, so I was paying attention. And God knows, I know. So I know. I tried to tell you, buddy. Um, so I just thought, oh, okay, well, let me just take a pregnancy test just to rule that out because my boobs were kind of hurting too. And both kids, my boobs were a little sore with both kids. But sometimes too, when I have my period, it happens like that as well. And yes, I'm okay just sharing this online. This everybody goes through this, so it's not embarrassing and it's not weird for online people, in my humble opinion. But anyway, so I said, let me take a pregnancy test. I went to the Dollar Tree, because I didn't think that I was pregnant. I honestly did not. I didn't feel it. I didn't think it. I just wanted to take it to rule it out just because my boobs and I couldn't remember the thing, but I really did not feel like I was pregnant. So I went to the Dollar Tree and got a $1.25 pregnancy test. And there was two of them. One was at the counter and one was on the aisle. So when I go up to the cashier and it's my turn to check out, I'm telling you a whole story from beginning to end. I said to the lady, I said, well, what's the difference between the one that I have in my hand and that one? And she said, honey, she said, if you're pregnant, it don't matter what one you get. I was like, yeah, you're right. And the lady behind me was like, you got that right. And I was like, oh, okay. And again, I went to the cheapest route because honestly, I was hoping that I wasn't. Not that I care because I'm married, but I'll tell you more. I'll tell you more in a second. Just because. I mean, you have to be prepared for these things. And as soon as I went home and I read the thing and it said wait 3 minutes, as soon as I just even did a half a drop on that sucker lit the heck up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no way. So then I hid it in my bathroom because I didn't want the boys to find it without telling my husband and going to the doctor. So I hid it inside my bathroom. I did. I know this is the funniest, weirdest story, but it's true. And my husband came home from school because he's taking, another class to better himself at work. And um another certificate. That's what he's taking. So he came home, and as soon as he dropped his book bag off, I said, "There's something I gotta tell you." He said, "Oh, Keisha," and he always teases and plays with me. He said, "Oh, Keisha, what did you do now?" And I said, "No, what did you do?" He said, "Can you just wait till I like get in the house fully? I mean, I just got home from school." And I was like, "No, follow me." So he followed me all the way to the bathroom. The boys were at school. Carrie was off at college in his classes because he goes to college locally here, and Camden was at school. And I pulled it out and I showed him, and he was like, "No way." I said, "Yes way." I said, "I'm not kidding." He was like, "Well, that's good. I wanted the third one anyway." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" I said, "Don't you think we need to talk about this together?" He said, "Not necessarily when we're married." I said, "Yes, sir, we do." And he was like, "Well, go to the doctor just to make sure. I'm not doubting it, but just go to the doctor to make sure." Because I did tell him it was a Dollar Tree one and blah, 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 blah. I was like, but that sucker lit up so definite. There was no question. I mean, I didn't even have to wait 10 seconds. And um so I that was a Friday, April something. I can't remember, but it was a Friday. So I call just random place, and cuz I never had a baby in where I live, this city that I live in. I lived in a different city in the same state about 30 minutes away that I had both of my kids. And so I wasn't familiar with any doctors here, so I just randomly picked one, and they got me in for Monday. And she was like, "Yep, sure enough, you are." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, like this is really happening." Okay. So she was like, "Do you remember when your last one is?" I was like, "No, I have no idea." I was like, "I tried to remember. I know December definitely. I think January, but I don't think February yet. But I usually have them, towards the end anyways. So, and it was like the beginning of April, some weeks in, mid to beginning of April. And anyway, so I was like, I have no idea. I was like, I don't even know what's happened. Of course, I was shocked. I was freaking out. I was shocked. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only because it's unexpected, but my youngest, guys, is 16 years old. 16 years old. Do you know that there was a lot of emotion? Like, I was so shocked because doing the same thing for 15 years, and then all of a sudden, surprise! We got better plans for you, says God. You are having this baby. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, so of course, embarrassment set out. I was embarrassed to tell my kids just because they're older, they know how it works. They're going to look at me funny. They're going to feel some type of way. I don't know, and I just felt it was a lot to take in, a lot to take in. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So she was like, now wait, the surprise gets even more surprised. And of course, I'm like talking to all the nurses and all the doctors and the lady who does your blood pressure, the assistant, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't believe." I was just really in shock. And um it was very surprising. I'm still shocked. So she was like, "Well, since you can't remember," she was like, "we need to do an ultrasound." I said, "Okay." She was like, "Because evidently you're further along than what you think you are." And I'm like, "What? No way." She's like, "Yeah, I think so." And I was like, "Why do you say that?" She was like, "I could just tell, checking me and stuff." And I was like, "No." Of course, so that was another shock. So lo and behold, I was 3 months pregnant already when I found out. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? So I'm still like trying to process, like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Very shocking. Of course, I would not do any other decisions. I'm having the baby. That's what I believe. That's what's happening. And that's so because she was like, "Well, what are you going to do?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What am I going to do?" She's like, "Well, you have options." I said, "I have no options. No, ma'am." And she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's wonderful. How's everybody taking it?" I was like, "Well, my husband just found out, but I haven't told anybody else." She was like, "Well, you need to share it with your family and blah, blah, blah." I was like, I can't even process what the heck's happening right now. Not only am I surprised, but my youngest kid is like 16. I was freaking out a little bit, a lot of it. I was like, what am I going to do? I've been drinking coffee and liquid fuel, Starbucks every single day, eating whatever I wanted. She was like, "It's fine. It's totally fine. God, if you believe in God, God knows that you have no clue." And I was like, "I know, but I could have been on prenatal and I could have been." She was like, "It's okay, Keisha, calm down." She was like, "People have done worse. We've turned out fine. It's okay." I was like, "I know, but how do I get prenatal?" She was like, "You can buy it over the counter now." And I was like, "What?" I said, "You can buy prenatal over the counter?" She said, "A lot has changed in 16 years." I was like, "Well, evidently, because I need a prescription." She was like, "You don't need a prescription. You can get it at CVS." I was like, "What? So you just walk in and get it?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's weird." So I'm like, what is happening? Oh my gosh, what's going on here? I'm still shocked. We're all still shocked. Still shocked, all of us. My mom. So I don't know if y'all knew um or remember me going to my mom's that one weekend. Yes, I went to my mom's to visit her, but the whole purpose was also to tell her and my sister in person while also visiting her. It was back, not too long ago when I went and visited my mama. That was the reason, because I was telling her. So I put ultrasound picture in both of envelopes, and I gave my mom and sister one at the same time, the same exact one. I copied it and I said, "Y'all have to both open at the same time. I got a special surprise for you guys." And my mom thought that I was joking. She was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, mom." She was like, "Nuh-uh, you're kidding." And I was like, "No, I'm not kidding." She was like, "Wow." My sister was like, "Well, I don't know if she's kidding or not, but I'm super excited." And my mom was like, "You're kidding, Keisha. You're just stop joking." Because I joke, right? I joke with everyone. I was like, "Mom, I'm not joking. I'm serious." And of course, she's super excited. So, so it's very shocking and surprising. I'm still surprised and shocked. Um, and so I got home. Well, so back after the doctor, my husband said, "We're going to tell the boys today." And I'm like, "Today? I just found out today. I'm 3 months pregnant. I was not expecting this." I'm freaking out. I can't tell them today. I was like, then they're going to look at us funny. And then they're going to like look me up and down. And it's going to be awkward and weird. And they know how things work. And they're just going to be looking at me crazy. And no, I got to think. We'll just wait till I'm showing a little bit more. And I remember going to my thyroid doctor, and she's also a diabetes doctor, and endocrinologist is also a, because I have thyroid. She's also a diabetes doctor and a weight loss doctor and all that. And because I used to have hyper, now I have hypothyroid thyroidism. Um, I gained a little bit of weight, and she was, kind of concerned, and so was I. And I was like, so I was losing a little bit of weight. And the last appointment that I went to, we were trying to figure out why I gained weight. And I was like, well, I haven't done anything different. I have no idea. It's because I was freaking pregnant. Had no clue. Had zero clue. She didn't even know. Well, heck, we didn't even know. And of course, we didn't think that. Um, I was like, I don't know why. Well, she was like, well, you've lost 4 pounds in the last month, and then all of a sudden, you're gaining. What's happening? I'm like, I don't know. And I was like, but I'm watching it. And she was like, okay, good, because you've been doing great. What the heck? No, I don't have to give up my room for the craft. No, no, we have another room. Thank gosh, right? So, anyways, back to my boys. So my husband was like, no, we're going to tell them today. And I was like, oh my gosh. He was like, well, if you don't tell them and if you don't go along with us, I'm going to tell them. And of course, I didn't want him to tell them without me, because I want to see their reactions. And they have a big, loving heart like me. I kind of felt like maybe they feel like pushed to the side. I mean, I don't know. So, and they're so older that we just thought it was just us. We never expected. I threw away everything, of course, because who in the world would keep this stuff that long? It's still so unexpected. So, anyways, first Camden was like, how? Wait, what? How? That was the first thing he said. And I was like, what do you mean, how? He was like, I just, Dad said it was just going to be the two of us. And I was like, I know, Camden, and you will never be replaced. We'll still love you the same. He was shocked. Of course, we were all shocked. Everybody was shocked. Everybody is still shocked, but we're embracing it. So now, you guys know. And Carrie was like, well, that's awesome. That's good. But aren't you a little too old? And I was like, not too old. There's people older than me. And he was like, I was like, but I mean, I'm considered high risk, you know. I mean, I'm over 35, so there goes that. But I'm just bumping 40. So, I'm 40, I'll be 41 this year. So I was like, I am a little bit older. I was like, but this baby is going to be so freaking spoiled and so loved, and this is going to be so different. So I explained to my boys, that they won't ever be replaced, that, God has other plans for us, blah, 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 blah. And Carrie and Camden are both very happy. They're very excited. And yes, I do know the gender. And so thanks, guys. So that is what, let me tell you what the doctor said since I see that question. We're going to have a second part of this game. All right. So we got to let Sousa pick her prize first. But let me tell you about the doctor. So what a blessing. The doctor says that I am in the best health that I possibly could be in. I had chromosome tests. That's the first thing that, is new to me too. I didn't know what it was. I still don't really agree with it, but I had it. It came back perfect. All my vital signs are perfect. My thyroid has been in check and perfect. So everything is picture perfect. All my ultrasound pictures and ultrasound whatevers she said are perfect. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. I couldn't be in better health, he said. So there's that. Which is another surprising thing. Not saying that I had bad health or anything. It's just I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I'm still surprised. I'm still shocked every day. Still. I'm still like, wait, what is happening? And of course, Camden, it's hard for so the boys are still they're fine and they understand and they're accepting it, but it's hard for them because the baby's not here. And so, like for instance, hey, do you want to go to the ultrasound with me and hear the heartbeat or this and that? No, no, mm-mm. They're just not into it. They're just not, they're still, I guess, in shock or surprise. I'm not really sure. I would guess that. And, they're still, they're fine and they're welcoming and they're excited. Um, but I think it's hard for them to kind of grasp it fully because it's not here. They'll find out very quickly when I'm like, go change their diaper. Go pick it up. It's crying. I know. So awesome. So crazy cool. And that's probably half of my brain farts. Now, does everything match up to what the heck I've been acting like and feeling like? And I'm like, oh, no wonder. I mean, I'm still me. Because if you've known me for years, you've known. But that makes a lot of sense of like my emotional state lately and my brain of remembrance things lately. And my sister too, she's loving it. She's like, I remember you have a pregnant brain. And she was telling Carrie, she was like, you wait and see what your mom's pregnant brain does. You just wait. I'm excited because I just crack up every time. I'm like, shut up. Oh, it's so cool and funny. So, our next game, after Sousa picks what she wants, our next game is going to revolve. And thank you guys so very much. I thought, I was excited to tell you, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Number one, because I know that y'all are going to be excited, and if you're not excited, that's cool too. But I know that it's just a fun, great time. And then I know, especially for the vendors, I wanted them to know too, because, and they just found out the same minute y'all did. I didn't tell them until just now too, because I believe maybe, I'm not sure, but um, my what do you call it? My work ethics probably will be affected. I know I've been a lot more tired than I ever remember being. I'm taking naps and stuff. I don't ever take naps, but I'm like super tired. Never been sick, never threw up. That's another reason why I had no clue. Um, I knew my hair was getting like thick and luscious and my skin was glowing and whatever. And another thing, so I had micro needling not too long ago. That was another thing. I had freaking micro needling because I had no clue. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I was doing all these things I'm not supposed to be doing. I was freaking out. But anyway, and when I went to go get a checkup, the girl, the assistant, was like, something's changed about you. And I was like, really? She was like, you're glowing. And this was before I found out I was pregnant. Well, of course, I didn't think it was pregnant. I thought it was because the micro needling. I'm like, girl, I got micro needling. You need to get that. That stuff is so awesome. I was like, I love it. And she was like, really? So we were talking about that. I was showing her what it did to my face and all of this stuff and the difference before and after. And she was like, well, I'm going to check into it. It was because I was freaking pregnant. I had no clue. Was it for the micro needling? Of course, that didn't go through my mind. I would have never guessed that. I'm telling you, I would have never, ever guessed that. Because it's crazy. Uh-huh. Yep. We're taking her to delivery. Sheesh. Dang. And when I was pregnant with carrying Camden, I always thought it was so weird. And I guess because those were planned babies, we were trying, we were planning, we were, trying to have a baby. Which didn't take long from the day that we were trying to the minute we were. And of course, after 15 years, I thought something was wrong with him and it was broken. So I was just like, okay, let's go. I knew I was having cycles. I knew I was good and fine. But I thought his stuff was like broken, so I wasn't worried about it. Because when you do the same things for 15 years, I mean, you won't think, you're not thinking on that same page like it still is producing. I thought it was broken. I did. I'm not even kidding. I even talked to him about it. I was like, I guess we're good. We don't need protection because I don't know. Yours is broke. We're good. No, absolutely not. No morning sickness, no nothing. I know, no nothing. No nothing. Just a little bit of tired, which I thought was abnormal, but again, I just thought, okay, I'm burning myself out. I'm working a lot. I'm staying up late. I'm doing this, and this. I just thought it was related to, and then stressed a little bit, so I just thought it was related to all of that. I didn't think that was the last thing on my mind. I'm telling you now, the very last thing. I was about to refer him to the people, the Lobato, Labino, whatever. I thought his stuff was just dead, which I was happy. I mean, I was good. Everything was pumping fine on my end for him, but I just didn't know that his little thingies were still alive. And evidently they are, and like I prayed, God knows what he's doing. I did tell Posh, I told Posh because I was freaking out. And so Posh knew about a month or so ago. She was the first person outside of my family. And everybody on his side and my side are super excited. But everybody, the first thing when we tell people, the very first thing is, what? Did you plan this? Wow, I'm shocked. I'm like, I know. We're all shocked. So crazy. So crazy. But anyways, it's coming. It's here. It's definitely a baby. We're 120% sure. So, Sousa, you're more than welcome to pick two prizes or one bingo, one prize, or two bingos. Either which way I'm good with. Congratulations on your win. We got two more games to play that's involving this same thing. So get ready. Yay! And the same thing will happen um where you get to pick prizes or bingo cards. Now the next ones are going to be everybody, okay? And I'll explain that in just a second. Let's do Sousa first. So these are stickers, different stickers, and then your little ephemera pack of different things. And this handmade tag, this wooden stamp, brand new. Thanks, guys. And we still got more games, and I still got more information to share with you guys. Or this, and inside it has a little yo-yo and some thread. So which two would you like, Sousa? Congrats! I wrote surprised. I'm heading out to find out what my... Oh, well, look at all these babies. Yeah, I saw Vossers too, and Ace, and all, and I was like, oh, I wanted to say there's so many clues and so many things that y'all have been saying. Oh, y'all didn't get it? Who got it? There were so many things and so many, like, I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna find out. Things have been just popping up. Y'all probably didn't even notice, but me and Posh noticed because we knew. Um, just little things. Posh, do you remember what was happening? Like people would say different things, and we were like, oh my gosh, it's been like telltale signs all over the place. It's crazy. Oh, Blossom. Okay, cool. All right, Blossom, there you go. Sorry, Sousa. I'm not even paying attention for real. It's like finding out all over again by telling you guys. I feel a little bit better. Best wishes to you, Mom. We have another 2 games. And I'll explain that in just 1 second. And everybody's going to win that gets it right. Oh, okay. Well, how about both of y'all pick? Who else got it? How about that? Because y'all, that's what I saw, and I revealed it right then. I saw Sousa and Blossom basically at the same time. Oh, well, thanks, Ace. I just saw your comment. Do you have to give up your craft room? Nope. Let's see. I'm just now, yeah, don't want the boys to feel abandoned. Yeah. Thanks, Annette. Oh, Hootie. Y'all have never been with me through pregnancy. Y'all been with me through a lot of things. But this will be our first market, baby. What? I know. I thought somebody was going to guess that, honestly, because somebody the other day asked me, one of y'all in the chat, and I was like, because of course I was hiding something from you guys, right? Um, and of course everything is like nervous because you're hiding something, you're hiding information, or at least I feel nervous with you guys doing that. And somebody had asked me the other day in the chat, was like, what made you, so you're not drinking coffee anymore? What made you switch? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing this for now. I know. It was a lot. I know, Posh. It was like y'all were saying stuff like, oh, look at there. Look at there. She's pregnant. Or, it'd be like stuff that y'all never have said. I'm telling you. And me and Posh would call each other after the live and we'd be like, oh my God, did you see what they said? And blah, 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 blah. It was crazy. When she took an early pee break, I thought it was strange. I know. Oh God, I gotta go pee again. That's another thing. This baby, it must be on my bladder. I'm telling you. I don't ever, I remember going pee a lot, but this is a lot. I mean, like, noticeably. I don't ever remember it being this much. Like, I'll wake up like 4 or 5 times a night still. I'm like, baby, you got to get off this bladder. And then I'll tell you the sweet little things of our recent appointment, what happened. My sister, we always joke, and my sister and I was like, oh, this baby is going to get a whipping already. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the baby did. Oh, man. Yeah, I had a whole long talk with Posh. Because Posh, no offense, but Posh likes to give clues away. And I was like, Posh, you cannot say and act a single thing. Because if you really pay attention to what she says and what she does, I'm telling you, she does give clues. Or at least to me, she does. And I'm like, shush, don't say anything. You're not allowed. She was getting old like us. Are y'all picking? What's happening? We got to play other games. Sousa, I saw your name first, but she wants to pass it to Blossom first. So can y'all pick somebody? Anybody? Y'all both can pick. I'm going to add some more stuff in a minute. She does. Like, so I had to have a talk with her. I'm like, Posh, no one knows. Like, you know? And it's not that, and I don't want y'all to think this too, like the vendors and stuff. There's a lot of vendors that I've known more than Posh. And I wouldn't necessarily say I'm closest to Posh, but she is my friend. And there's a lot of vendors too that are my friends, and there's a lot of customers that are my friends that I've known longer. And not necessarily saying longer makes me closer or further apart, but there are some people that I feel equal to Posh that I do talk to. But she was a nurse. I know she was a nurse, and and I know that I talked to her a lot more than I talk to most people, even though I talk to the vendors a whole lot. But the main reason was because she's a nurse too, as well. And I knew, like, if I didn't tell her too, like, I felt in my heart, and I was talking to my mom and my sister, and I was like, I think she might be upset if, like, she found out and I didn't tell her. Like, I think she would be more upset. So I got to tell her. Then I was telling her, I was like, I've got to tell the vendors because I know that they're going to be upset. So, yeah. Anyway. I know. So, there's a lot going on. Okay, Blossom, you want 2 bingo cards, and Sousa, you want C and what? Y'all picking 2 prizes. Hurry up, ladies. We got other things to do. I wonder if that's where my sassness lately has been coming out. I wonder if that talk about, the frustrations. But see, I mean, pregnant or not, that, you know what I'm talking about. That one live. Yeah, we're not going to go backwards, but why would it? I don't know, Blossom. I don't know. It's me and my thinking, my heart. I don't know. I don't know. Why would anybody get upset about the stuff they get upset about in the world? That's how I feel too, but they do. Blossom needs 2 bingo cards. I gotcha. I don't know. I think it's mainly just me thinking that. Just like I thought my boys, and I was surprised. They weren't. They weren't what I thought that they would be. You know. B and C, you got it. Okay, cool. Now, our next game, everybody is going to win. This is what y'all have to do. I'm going to type in a go, though. Oh, I'm going to type in a go, though, okay, so that I know where to record. Everybody who answers this correctly will win, okay? Every single person. What month is my expected due date? And, of course, you're just going to have to guess. Of course, you don't know, but guess. 9,099 million. I think that's billion or million. Billion. Just guess what month is my expected due date. Everybody who gets it correct will win. I appreciate you guys. I got some other things to share with you guys. We're not done. And I could have just told y'all. I think Posh or somebody was saying, well, why don't you just tell them? I'm like, no, that's boring. It's like, we got to play games. It's fun. They're like, Keisha, of course you will. I'm like, yeah, I can't just tell them. And then what? And then we're just sitting here looking at each other. It's boring. We got to play games. Have fun. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes to answer. And then I'll put in a stop and I'll write down everybody. And what I'm probably going to do is choice of good stuff. Okay? Just give me a second and I'll tell you. All right, so I think we're good. I'm going to tell y'all the exact day that they're proposing, quote unquote. But the answer is August. August. I know. No one guessed it. No one. No one. So, I'm further along than what y'all thought, too. They guessed August. I know. I'm so we're all surprised. I'm still so like, what is happening? Okay, God, you know what you're doing. Okay. All right. If you insist, we're having a baby. That's what we're doing. Okie dokie. August. I know. Well, Duke, y'all could have counted. Y'all could have counted. Think about this. I kind of gave y'all a clue. If I found out that I was 3 months pregnant in February, hello, and I had an ultrasound, hello, think about it. Does it make sense? I know my sister said the same thing, Duke. She was like, you need to tell your husband, good luck with you, because you're going to have to deal with the hot summer months when you are like busting out the seams. Oh, my sister's in August, and so is my brother-in-law. Now, check this out. This is crazy. Ready? My boys were born both in January, a day apart. One is January 25th, and one is January 26th. Mine's in December. My husband's is in February. So, this is definitely already a special surprise baby. Now, my sister is in August, but no one else. Well, my brother-in-law, but you know, I mean, like our family, like me, my husband, and the kids. Yeah. So there's that. Crazy. But she was like, you need to tell your husband, be prepared, because you're going to be dealing with them hot summer months, busting out your seams. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, since no one guessed it, I'm going to tell you guys. That's okay. And I've already been hot. Yesterday, I think that's what happened. It got me. Now does all of this make sense now? Now I feel better. I feel like a cleansed soul. Because I was keeping stuff from you guys. So we could play the game. And I wanted to wait till the ultrasound too as well. So that I could tell you all of the information. And we can still play. Now the next one. Is it a girl or is it a boy? Everybody who gets it right will win. So you have a 50 for 50. Lord, I can't talk. So they're proposing August 14th as of now. August 14th. Oh, well, the heat is here. We have it, it's hot. It's been hot. We've been upper 70s. But I'm by the beach, Blossom. That's the difference. So you have a 50-50% chance. Anybody's birthday is close to August 14th? I know. I'm like, what? I know. I'm still blowed. I'm still so surprised. Oh, really? Oh, oh, looky there. No. Mm-mm. And so if you think about me having the boys, it was, well, the temperature has been so much different nowadays than almost 2 decades ago. I know. I'm still like, "Wait, what?" Um, and so I don't remember it being, like, hecka hot. I don't remember. Okay, so I'm gonna press stop. You're gonna be very surprised. I was surprised. I'm going to circle. Now I'm gonna tear it off where it is. I'm gonna tear off the answer. I'm gonna tear off the answer and then I'll record whoever got it right. It's another stinky butt boy. Oh. Oh man. Oh, and one of my husband's best friends that he's known since he was little, of course, we shared with him, and he was teasing because he was like, "Dang, your husband's old," and blah blah blah. And I didn't think that sucker would work either. And he was like, "Well, a boy is truly all him. Evidently, it's strong, potent. It's." I'm like, I know. We were hoping and wanting a girl, obviously, because I have 2 boys already. Um, and of course, we just wanted to see how the girl would look and how the girl would be, whatever. But it is not. It's a boy. And then I got to thinking a little bit how girls are and how boys are. And so I got over myself kind of quickly with girls when they're done, like when they're grown up and like mature and done, they leave. They leave the nest. They go away. Boys, they linger. They love their mamas. Well, at least my boys do. So I thought about that and I was like, yeah, because I'd be sad if they left, you know. And then just having another boy, because my boys are older, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with diaper changing and all of that stuff. And you know what I'm meaning. So that was another thing. And I was like, okay, well, that's good. Because I would be a little nervous, Nelly, if it was a girl, with that part of it too. So, but we did want to get the little little fluffy things and the little girly. There's so many cute girl things. But nope. And then my sister, she was like, Keisha, ask God when it's time for you to go home and he calls us home in heaven. Ask God if there's a tape that he could play back so that you could see if you had a girl, what your life would be. And then you're going to be so happy and thank God for what you thought was going to be the best. And I'm like, okay, you're right. So, sweet faces. Now, this gender made my boys much better. When I told them that we were having a boy, another boy, Camden was like, yes! And he's already starting to plan body slams. My mom was like, geez, Camden. He's like, I can't wait to get it in a headlock. Now I'm not the baby anymore. I'm super excited. I'm like, yeah, but you're the middle child. And I was like, but don't take it bad because your mama did a really good job. And I will not make you the middle child example like I had. I will stay far from that. But plus, he's older, so those days are kind of over. Anyway, um, there's not going to be as much competition. It's a bunch of different things, but they're more excited to have a boy than they are a girl. They didn't really want a girl. Look at all the girls I know. I thought it too. We all thought it. And my mom calls me the other day. She's buying something. So 3 people got boys. That was it. I know. So, so my mom called me the other day and I'm like, Mom, you gotta stop doing this. She's like, me and your sister just saw this really cute dress, but I can't get it for him. Like, no, don't get it for him. And Mom, stop that. I know. Oh man. Yeah, lots more dramas. Yeah. In familiar terms. Yep. Yep. I know. I'm like, dang it. And my husband's like, yes. I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. So he's like, Mr. Hot Headed, like, ooh, yeah, I produced another boy. Like, sit down, sir. And then Posh gave me a great perspective. It was Posh, I think. Yeah. Right, Posh? Where you were like, but if you had a girl, because she really knew that I wanted one too, right? And I'm over it. I was really sad. I bought $19 worth of candy when I found out that I was having another boy. I did. I ain't even gonna lie. As soon as I found out, and they called me with the results, because I did the chromosome test, because I was coerced. I really didn't want to, but I did. Because I thought about, let me not be just selfish. And I'll tell you about that in a minute if you want to hear. Or if you're not familiar with what that is. Because I wasn't. They didn't do any of that stuff when I was pregnant last. So much stuff has changed. It's crazy. But as soon as they called me and told me the results, I didn't even tell my husband. I just hung up the phone. I kid you not. I put on my shoes and I went to the store and I bought $19 worth of candy. And I said that I was very depressed and I was going to eat all my candy. And Posh was like, because I called her too and I told her and I said, I just got $19 worth of candy and I'm eating it all because I'm very depressed. I found out what I'm having. I was like, I wanted a girl, but that's fine. Fine. And Posh put me in good perspective. She said, Keisha, if you think about this, and then I got over myself real quick. I still ate all my candy, but I got over myself. Not that day, not the whole day. I did save it for other days, but I was prepared to eat it all that day. Oh my gosh. So anyways, my boys were good. I'm very blessed with the boys that I have. I mean, honestly, and I keep saying that, but truly, I think they came from angels and not from me because I was totally opposite. I was totally opposite than my kids. I ain't even gonna lie. They have never fought a day in their life. I tell my sister all the time, I'm like, something's wrong with them. Not that I want them to fight, but I've never seen any siblings who does not argue or fight. They have never had an argument or a fight ever. Ever. So weird. I was like, I think something's wrong with my kids. I know, I'm like promoting bad. I want them to fight. So at least I know everything's good. So anyway, Posh said, um, Keisha, you won't be the only princess in the house if you have a girl now. And I don't think you're going to like that very much. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Because I was thinking of all the spoiledness that I do get and all the help that I do get. And, my whole family, meaning my boys and my husband, they do treat me like a queen. They do help me a lot at any second, that type of thing. So she was like, yeah, you're not going to have the spotlight anymore. So are you sure? And I'm like, nope, never mind. I got over myself real quick. Oh, I'm like, you're right. Never mind. Scratch that. We're going with boy. That's good. And it's true. And 9 times out of 10, here I'm wanting a girl and watch the little girl be attached to my husband. I'm gonna hate it because I was gonna teach her to work for me. I had all these plans. We're gonna craft together. We're gonna work together. I was gonna train her of how to help me. But I can do the same with the boy. It's just the boys that I have right now. They're not interested in it. But maybe this one might be. He's probably gonna be a little stinker. Probably. Yes. I'm very blessed. I have never had any problems with my kids. Never. Never trouble, never anything, never problems with sleeping, never, I had the gestational hernia from Camden because the sucker didn't even want to come out. He was a week later and they had to vacuum his head, like suck him out. He didn't want to come out. And I was pushing my guts out, literally. But other than that, I mean, no, nothing. My sister always told me, she was like, you are a perfect pregnant person. Like, you do better when you're pregnant than you're not. I'm like, gee, thanks. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's true. So, the next thing, under no obligations. So, I'm going to give y'all these 3 people guess boy. If y'all are good with, I can give y'all some ledger. I can give y'all some lace. I can give y'all some vintage ephemera like mix, or I can give y'all some bingo cards, and I'll give y'all like 3. Which one of those would y'all like? And y'all can tell me, and I'll just write it by your names. Sweet Faces, Duke, and Dana are the only 3 out of all these people that guess boy. I know. Okay, so the next thing. This is how special you guys are to me. I told my mom I didn't want a baby shower. I said, I just, for some reason, no reason, no particular reason at all, I promise. I just don't feel like it. I just don't want it. I don't know. I'm just not into it this time for some reason. I don't care. I don't know what it is. I don't want one. So what I did, and I've never done this before, is thank you guys, is I did a registry. I did a baby registry on Amazon. I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm going to give you all the link. Under no obligations, do y'all have to buy anything? Will I love you anymore? Absolutely not. Will I love you any less? Absolutely not. But I do want to share it because I know that there probably are people who would love to get baby K some stuff, and so I do want to share it with you guys. Everything I've selected I needed, and I want to share it with you guys also. I'm going to share my screen in just a second, and then I'll give you all the links to it. The cool thing about this, and again, this is all new to me, and I've been sharing it with my family and his family and my friends and whatever. Ledger and lace. Okay, lace. I'm watching. Um, Sweet faces, you got to pick one or the other. She picks both. I love it. Oh, I said three, didn't I? I did say three. Never mind. Never mind. You're right. See, my brain's not working. Ledger and lace. Sorry. I did say three. Um, okay, so bingo. Sorry, guys. I got y'all. I need help. And then Dana, lace, lace, lace. Got it. Okay, cool. So, sweet faces. Um, sorry, sweet faces. You're good. You got to pick a third. Do you want more ledger, more lace, or something, or a bingo card? Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, and the reason why I'm going to share the screen is because it's very difficult to see. Now, when somebody's bought me something, which I do have people who has already bought me something, obviously it was my family and stuff. Um, it's hard to see that it's bought, so I left one on there to show you what it looks like when it's bought. And my mom said it looks different on her end than it does my end, but I want to tell you guys, like, say for instance, Posh and I both went the same time and bought something on the registry. If you don't know where it's at to look to see that it's bought, then I can get a duplicate because it doesn't stop you from getting more than what I've asked, which is stupid. So I've been deleting them, but if it happens at the same time, then it's hard for me to like, what if I don't look that day? So if you don't notice that it's bought, then there's a chance that I'll have duplicate, and I don't want duplicate. So I've just been erasing them as they've been bought so that you don't have to look where it's hard to see if it's bought. But I do want to, I left one on there that was already bought to show you just in case of where to look, just in case I don't look that day and didn't have time to delete it. But I am deleting them as they're being bought, so that way that won't happen, but sometimes I may not catch it. Because I'm logged in. Yeah, I think so. And the cool thing is when you do buy it, it goes directly to my house. So you don't have to put in any information to me or anything like that. I think you're able to click if it's a gift or something, it all comes like a gift. So I don't think that that's necessary. But if you want to click as a gift, you can. It comes like a gift anyways. But I've noticed some people's look different when I get it than others. So I'm guessing they clicked it as a gift because I'll get that little receipt thing that says this was a gift. Some of them I've gotten that and some of them I have not. So it's kind of weird. I am still adding to the list as I think of something. And the list also, like I was telling people, the list also allows me to know if I see something like, oh, yeah, that would be beneficial, then I'll add it. Because even if somebody didn't get it, it helps me to remember, hey, I wanted that. And that list is also for me, right? So that's another reason why I did it this way. But I've never done this. I've never had a registry because I always had the baby shower. And that was great. But I don't want it this time. And so this was another thing. So at the very beginning of this video, real quick, and then I'll share with you guys and we'll explain in a minute. And then I'll drop the link in the chat. Another thing too is I was thinking at the very beginning, I said that there's more to come about this. Well, I thought that I could have a baby shower with you guys, kind of, sort of, because y'all are my friends. I wish I could get all of y'all to come and then I would have a baby shower because I spend a lot of time with you guys, the most. Um, you know, and it would be like people from my mom's work, and I don't know. I'm just not feeling that this time. I don't want to. I don't want it. So what I was thinking about was when it gets closer to time, so those who do choose to buy something, when it gets closer to time, I'll share what I got. And I think that'll be fun. And we get to see the little cute little thingies that I got. Like, oh, look at these little tiny shoes. And oh, look at this. And we'll just have fun together. since we always have fun together anyways. And then I'll share what I got with you guys when it gets like closer to time. Yay! Yeah, no, I've never had a registry ever, so it's all new to me. It's weird. Okay, I'm about to share my screen with you guys, and then we'll go over all of this stuff because it's different. It's so weird. It's actually convenient, but it's still strange. And I say constantly, that's not true. I haven't added anything in the last couple of weeks. Um, so but there are times where I do add. And I also want to tell you guys too, here's the screen. I'll make it bigger in just a second. I also want to tell you guys too that there is a diaper fund. I don't see it on my end, but my mom said she sees it when she goes to click it. My registry, there's a diaper fund that I signed up for as well. So, like, say for instance, there's nothing on the baby registry that you would prefer to get, or say for instance, you just want to contribute $3 or $200 or 50 cents. Doesn't matter, right? Because it's all appreciative. I don't, I love it all. And I appreciate it all. But there is a diaper fund, which I thought was really cool. And you can contribute any amount of money, to my understanding, to the diaper fund. And whatever size that I need for that moment, I can buy diapers using that money for the fund. Now, I did select certain sizes for now because of course, I don't have anything. Who would after 16 freaking years? Not me. I threw it away at like 10. So that's pretty cool. Um, so let me make the screen bigger and you can still hear me. Hopefully you guys can see it. So the very first thing I want to show you guys is the Baby Boys 5-pack short sleeve. If you look to the right, you'll see one of one is purchased. If you don't look at that, then it's very hard, and on the computer looks different than on a phone. On a phone, this description, the very first one, is to the right and it's right below the one of one purchased. So it's very hard to read that this was already purchased. And I wanted to keep it up here so that you could see what it looks like just in case people do purchase something that you're not mistakenly buy. See, and if you look at it, it looks like you can buy it again. I don't want two of these. I don't need two of these. I already selected the sizes of everything that I would like. Of course, you don't have to get everything on the registry, but I would highly recommend it because I did spend a lot of time trying to think of things that I personally would like for the baby. I don't have a theme, and there's no specific color. I was never into all that. I think, to me, that's just overrated, but that's just me and my personality. And of course, the boys went through their likings of like Lightning McQueen and Spider-Man and all that. And of course, I'd buy everything under the sun, but that was when they started liking it themselves. Um, Other than that, haven't really been into, never with any of my kids, a color theme or an animal theme or anything like that. So that's kind of good because it leaves it open, for choices. Um, but I only registered on Amazon because I thought that that was the easiest, best thing. And the prices are all over the place too. That was another thing, is I wanted to make sure that price points could be low and medium and high. And say, for instance, people buy all the cheap things, let's just say, or all the inexpensive things. You can always contribute to that diaper fund and, put any amount you want. You could put a quarter for all I care, because it's all going to be helpful no matter how you look at it. So after we get done showing you guys this, then I will delete this one of one purchased. So it tells you how many I would like of the things. And if you scroll down, all the things besides that first one are available because I've been deleting them. And as you see, for the Aveeno baby bath and shampoo, I want two of them. I want two of these. So, one person can purchase one person can purchase the other, or one person can purchase both of them. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're not purchasing the same thing that is already purchased. Um, because we don't want to deal with that. So there's a bunch of different things that I selected. Unfortunately, I'm just willy-nilly picking because I don't know how big the baby's going to be. That's the only bad thing. Also, let's stop right here at this high chair thing right here, which I just recently added, or my mom probably would have gotten it. But anyways, on these expensive things, where I say expensive, anything $75 or higher, I put where you can group gift. And what that means is, see, look to the right of it where it says $0 contributed. So, say for instance, you didn't want to spend $115, but you wanted to purchase, put towards the high chair. Which this one's a really cool one. It's a convertible 8-in-1. Like, they didn't have all of this stuff. I'm like, what? Which I think for $115, if it converts into 8 things, like, there's your money. Boom. That's like a great deal. Anyway, um, but say for instance, you don't want to buy the whole thing. You can contribute any amount of money towards the high chair that you want, and it'll show you what's contributed towards that 115. So you don't necessarily have to buy the whole thing. So anything $75 or more, I put as group gifting just in case. So you're not boxed in. Say that that's all that's left, but you really want to give something, but you don't want to spend or can't spend $115 or $76 or whatever. It allows you to put money towards it. And again, I think that that can be any amount. And the reason too why I picked just Amazon is because most people are familiar with Amazon. I didn't want to do like 17 different websites and make it complicated and, you know, make sure that this is on this one and not on the other one. Like, too much, too much. Mm-mm. I'm trying to simplify all this crap. So, anyways, it has price points. Unfortunately, see, like for instance, they're not going to allow you to purchase this, and I just noticed this today. Baby pacifier. This is currently unavailable, so either I can replace it or I can delete it. I didn't know that this was going to happen, but evidently it can. So I'll probably replace this with something else. It is a blessing. Absolutely. So, anyways, the price points are all over the place. And so this is all the things that I would like. And like I said, anything that I thought was kind of expensive. And I said $75 or more, but evidently, let's stop at this baby monitor. It's $59.99. I must have put group gifting because it says zero contributed. So I don't remember. I guess I changed the price point of it being even lower. So when I thought it was expensive, I just pressed the group gifting just to not make people feel like, oh, I have to buy it. That's my only choice. Um, so anyways, dang it, there's 2 things that are unavailable. Oh well. So that's pretty much it. I selected everything that I thought that I would like or need or whatever. Okay. And now see this very last one right here, this laundry detergent. I selected that I would like 5 of them. Okay. You don't have to buy all 5. You don't have to buy one. You don't have to buy, you can do whatever you want. It gives you a lot of options if you want to participate. Of course, you don't have to. And then I don't know where the diaper fun thing is, but because it doesn't show it on my end, but I know I selected it and my mom said that she can see it. So I guess that I'm going to have to, repick some of these other things that are out of stock. So that's pretty much it. Um, and I don't, let me, click the link to share it. Let me see if I can't share it. Share it. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, just let me know. And then, like I said, well, the sharing what I got will be kind of closer to the date. Oh gosh, I can't. Hold on. Won't let me. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the chat because I thought long and hard about this, and I thought to myself, well, what, because this is public, right? For everybody. Online is public for everybody. And I thought, well, what if some random person clicks it? So it's fine. It doesn't tell you anything, you know, private, really. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, it might come back in stock. Oh, that's true. Hey, Sunshine. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for just being here. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to share it with you guys. I cannot believe what's happening still. And I thank you for all your kind words and encouragements and congrats and all of the things that you do. Please, under no obligation though, don't feel like you've got to contribute. If you want to, it's much appreciative. I will give you a better date of, and of course, if anything changes, like the due date or anything like that. But when it gets closer, I will let you guys know prior in advance of when I will start sharing these things with you guys, and we'll just ooh and all over the cute little thingies now they have everything. That's the crazy part. Like, they didn't have half of this stuff, and when you went to your ultrasound, they just had, oh, it's a boy, it's a girl. They measured the length of the baby. The end. We got to see the four chambers of the heart. We got to see the aorta, the femur, the kidneys, the lungs, the pancreas, eyes, nose, lips, of course, bottom and private, his brain. We got to see it all, the lungs. It was so, and of course I'm crying, and my husband's like, "What's your problem?" I'm like, "This is so sweet." He's like, "Oh, Keisha." I'm like, "But you don't understand." So let me tell you what this baby did. Let me tell you what this baby did when we were looking at the ultrasound. This is what my sister, when I told my sister, she was like, "Oh, he's getting a whooping already." Because we joke like that and play like that. He's going to get a 2-finger whooping already. So she was trying to do different angles to show, the different parts, because now they check everything. They measure everything. They make sure that he doesn't have cleft lip, and that he has all of his parts, and we even saw the veins. Like, what is happening? This is so crazy to me, because we didn't see all that. You just got the measurement of the baby, the heart rate, and if it's a boy or girl, the end. That's it. So to see all these things is just like, whoa, so much different. And it's not extra. We didn't pay extra to see the 4D or 3D or whatever they do. You can get all the way to 8D, which is insane. It looks like you're looking at the baby. I'm like, oh no, that's too freaky. I'll just wait for the sucker to come out. Like, no, I'm good. It's a little too freaky. I don't like it. And you can pay extra for that, but no, no, we'll just wait. It's weird, in my opinion. Of course, yeah, I'm good. I get lots of ice cream floats. So let me tell you what this little boy is doing. First of all, she keeps saying, "This is probably the most active baby I've seen in a while. This sucker moves a lot. Can you feel him now? And I said, yeah, I mean, a little bit. I said, it feels kind of like gas, maybe, but it's not gas because there's a difference, right? Pressure, gas feeling versus what I'm thinking is the baby. And I don't know how to describe it, but gas, is gas in your belly. It's a different feeling. It's not painful. It's not anything but that's the only thing I can reference it to, which I don't remember this happening years ago. But again, who could remember that long ago? I can't. Heck, I can't even remember yesterday. Um, oh gosh, Monty, I'm huge. I'll show you a picture that I took in the mirror. My stomach is giant. And y'all ready to hear some other information? I'll tell you in just a second because I'm all over the place. Surprise. It's not surprising, but I'm even worse. So I gotta stay focused. So let me tell you what this little boy is doing. And we were cracking up. He was posing for us. I kid you not. So he's about 14 ounces right now. And his heart is about the size of your thumbnail, which Camden had jokes because I have nails and that he calls tongs or hooverines. He's like, Mom, we know that it ain't the size of your fingernail. I'm like, shut up, boy. Who asked you? Shush it. um yeah, like butterflies, yeah, like fluttery, yeah. And I feel it even more now than I have before. Um, but I remember like a definite kick. I remember like a definite elbow sticking out. That's what I remember from last time. I don't remember these fluttery, gassy type wavy in your stomach feeling. I don't remember all that. But anyways, that's what I'm experiencing. So yes, I do feel the baby every once in a while. The outsider, the person feeling my stomach, because I've already told my boys, like, hurry, feel it, he's moving. They can't feel it yet because he's little. But let me tell you what this little boy has been doing. So we saw it on the ultrasound. He was cracking us up. Um, oh wow, that's interesting. Well, plus I'm a little high risk, Deb, because I'm 40. So I'm considered high risk because you're past 35, you're high risk. But anyways, um so she was trying to get his just to confirm that he is a boy, even though I had the chromosome test, which you cannot deny that. That's taking chromosomes and really matching them up and whatever. So that's when they told me. But I recently had the 20-week ultrasound. And so she was trying to get in between his legs. Well, he was showing his butt, of course. Hooty hoo! He was showing his peach. Of course he was. And he was playing with his toes. It was so cute. And I said, I think he's posing for us. She's like, yeah, kind of. He's more showing his butt. And my husband's like, of course he is. That's your kid, Keisha. And I'm like, it's yours too. Don't try to separate now all of a sudden. Weren't you like, woohoo, it's a boy? Now all of a sudden it's not yours. He's like, not showing his butt like that. He ain't. I'm like, whatever. He was playing with his toes, which I thought was just crazy because I've never seen all of these things. They didn't do any of that stuff. So it was just like crazy, right? So then she tries to get his face. So she's like angling the ultrasound wand thing, kind of to the side and, trying to angle it on my stomach and whatever, trying to get, like the look on his face to make sure that he doesn't have cleft lip and that he has two eyes, and they look at everything. And so then he changes from playing with his toes, which we couldn't see his part at that time because he wasn't showing it. He was showing his butt instead. Then he puts his hands by his face, and he's got both hands. Here's his head right here, and he's putting both hands like this, kind of covering himself a little bit. And I was like, look at him. She was like, this baby already. I'm like, he's posing. She's like, yeah, he is. Sure. I was like, okay, cut it out. We've got to look at you. Stop acting like that. And she tried to get like his heart, the four chambers of his heart, and he was moving so much that he wouldn't let her for the longest. Like we were there like extra time, she says. She says, we were here longer than any person yet today. And I'm like, gee, thanks. Thank you. And so I called my sister and I'm like, guess what? She's like, oh, he's getting a whooping already. I can't wait. He's going to get a whooping. And of course, we're joking, of course, but it's funny. It was just cool. We saw his spine. And so I said out loud, I told the ultrasound lady and my husband, well, they were the only ones in the room, but I said out loud, man, he's got a real good spine. And my husband was like, that's a first. I've never heard anybody have a compliment on their spine. You've got a nice spine. I'm like, well, he does. He has a really nice looking spine. You could see like every vertebrae separately. It was fantastic. And of course he was balled up, so it was very hard for her because we were there. She has to look and measure all of these things just to make sure that they're all up to speed and that he has both kidneys and both lungs and all of these things, which I thought was cool. Because again, they didn't care when I had my last baby. They didn't do any of that crap. So anyway, so I was very fascinated in seeing all of this stuff. But of course, he was balled up, so we got to see his spine like 18 times because when she tried to get all of these other little parts, he started balling up. And I was like, man, this little sucker. Little sucker. Oh, he's trouble. He's trouble already. Oh dear. But yeah, my husband thought that, and of course it chuckled. The ultrasound lady chuckled. She was like, I've never heard that either. I was like, well, he does have a nice spine. She was like, yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice and it keeps poking out. That's all we can see. And I'm like, no, look at it. Now, we did get more ultrasound pictures, but it was none of the things that I'm describing. Like, we didn't get the good stuff. We just got another few of the baby itself. And then one that points to his little wee wee that says it's a boy, and that's it. I'm like, why they got a... Oh, and let me tell you this. This is another funny thing. Because again, you got to understand, I've never had these pictures like this. I've never seen all of these things real life. Like the heart and all of the things, the four chambers and the femur and whatever. Y'all are going to get a kick out of this. Scared me. And of course, I sat up, which made the little wand thing like jolt, and I had to apologize to the ultrasound lady, but I got frightened. So she's doing the thing, right? The ultrasound wand thing. It made me sit up, and I'm like, whoa! I kid you not. So it connects with the umbilical cord. And we got to see the umbilical cord, but I didn't know what it was. And I really thought it was his wee wee. And it scared me because I was like, oh my gosh, that's huge already. She's like, and I jumped up kind of because I'm laying down on my back when she's doing the ultrasound thing. And I kind of sat up a little bit and I was like, good gosh, that's huge already. And she busts out laughing. The thing is like going everywhere, making all this noise because you can hear the noises too. It's like, and she starts laughing. And she was like, no, 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 that's the umbilical cord. I'm like, goodness, good thing, because that was huge already. I didn't know. And it's so far down, it was so far down that it looked like it was in between the legs. Scared me. I was like, he's already full grown. Goodness. And of course, she was laughing, and my husband was like, mm-hmm. I said, don't be a hater because his is bigger than yours at birth. I did, and the lady's just cracking up laughing. It was giant. It scared me. I know. It made me sit up, guys. It freaked me out. She should have listened. So I told the lady this. I said, just for future advice, you're going to have somebody just like me one day. Or maybe I'm just one of a kind. I don't know. I was like, but you need to warn people because I think my heart skipped a beat too. Like, I was like, what are we going to do with this thing? Was it going to fit the diaper? Like, it was giant. Um, you gotta warn people. You can't just do stuff and then be like, oh, yeah, and I'm freaked out already. You've got to tell them, hey, we might catch the umbilical cord, which might look like you got to warn people. You can't just willy nilly show pictures and then explain after. Oh gosh, I was frightened. I was very scared. Sucker, you're gonna have to be in here and stay in here forever because I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing. Yeah, it was huge. Anyway, so let me show you. Let me drop the link one more time, just in case. Um. Oh dear. And of course, yes, I am that one that says those things out loud. I am. I don't get embarrassed. My husband does. He does. I don't. We don't. My mom's like that. My sister's like that. It's called life. It's called true life. Okay, so let me show you my stomach already. And my sister said, because she worked in OBGYN before, she's in med school right now. She worked in OBGYN before she got into med school. And she was like, oh my gosh, Keisha, you're huge. She said, if you keep going, you're going to have a 15-pound baby. I said, no, the heck I'm not. It's going to come out of me. No, ma'am. Well, with both of my boys, are y'all ready for this? Put your seatbelts on. And yes, the doctors were not happy, but there was nothing I could do. I didn't eat any, I didn't eat the same. Oh, I got to eat twice as much and all of that. I didn't do any of that stuff because I know that you got to take this weight off too, and a lot of people do that, but that's them. I'm not like that. But a lot of my weight that I had gained with both of my boys, are y'all ready to hear this? I kid you not, were mostly fluid. And I lost a lot of it after having the baby. I was actually skinnier after I had my kid than I was before I got pregnant, to be honest with you. And I was joking with my husband. Of course, that was after my second. And I was joking with my husband. I was like, man, I'm fine after having babies. We need to have like 17 more because my body looks great because I was smaller. And which is really strange, I know, but it's the truth. I gained 94 pounds with the first one and 92 pounds with the second one. I was huge. I was so big that I could barely drive. My stomach was hitting the steering wheel, and I couldn't put it back any further because I'm 5'2" and a half, 5'3", somewhere around there. I couldn't reach the pedals, but my stomach was hitting the steering wheel. Um, and of course, they all thought of having more. And are you sure? But no, I'm positive. And I'm positive this time because I made sure I told her, are you sure? Check it like 17 times because twins run in his family. My husband's a twin, and his mother had 2 sets of twins, and his twin had twins. My mother miscarried with twins. So I was like, are you sure I don't have another baby hiding? Because one is already playing, we know, and active. Are you sure? She was like, no, you did the chromosome test. We would have known then. She was like, but no, I'm positive. It's just one baby. Well, I've already gained 15 pounds in 1 month. And then 7 the last month. I only went to the doctor twice since I found out. So yeah, my stomach is huge already. I know. I know. I'm so glad though. I'd really be in trouble. I'd really be in trouble. I'm already surprised. I'd freak the heck out. So this is my Easter picture. I showed this the other day. I took this on Easter. I asked my son, I said, are you sure that I look pregnant? Because when I first found out, until about a couple weeks ago, I looked fat. I did. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't feel fat. I just looked fat. It's definite that I'm pregnant. There's no question. I'm about to show you a picture that I took in the mirror the other day. But my son said, no, nothing else is big but your stomach. People can tell you're definitely pregnant. I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm going to try to show you without a glare. So as you can see, this is my large. I know it's kind of hard to see a little bit, but if you look right here, this is where my leg stops. So from here to here is my leg. Look at this giant stomach. I'm definitely showing. Huge. And I'm 20 weeks. That's it. I'm only 20 weeks. I say only. I know. That's the typical amount, Bonnie. I'm not the typical amount. I've already surpassed that. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so thank you guys. So I think it's gonna be another fluid baby. Now the doctor's not upset about it. He's an older doctor. Um, he's not upset about it. Now the nurse who weighs me was like, we can't keep going at 15 pounds every time you visit. I'm like, ma'am, I'm not trying. I don't know what's happening. And I'm walking because now I do this. Both of my boys, I worked all the way into the day of having my kids, like outside of the home. But now I'm doing the market, which is another blessing for this baby. Like all these things are just wonderful, right? But I don't get out as much. I still go to the store and still take my boys places and whatever, but it's not the same as working outside of the home. You get much more activity. So I've been walking around the block with the boys and stuff. So I was even telling the nurse, I was like, I've been walking. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. So, anyways. Oh gosh, you'll have to rewatch it because I can't repeat it. It's very frightening still. I know. Straight in the front. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The net's catching up. She's way behind. I know. So yeah, it's definitely I had to, buy all the clothes and all of that stuff because it can't fit my clothes anymore. Um, and that was probably about a month ago. I started buying maternity clothes because they were pressing on my stomach too much. Even my leggings and my tights and stuff or whatever you call them. I call them leggings, but no, my mom calls them tights and they're not tights. Those are like pantyhose. But anyways, they even were pressing on my stomach. So I had to buy, maternity clothes, I think early. I don't know. It feels like it's early, but I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Well, thanks guys. Now, let me ask y'all this. Now that we got all this baby stuff out, um, do y'all want to do some market if I give y'all a little bit of a break and change the title because we can't do it under this title? I mean, we could, but I'm not. Do y'all want to do market or do you want to end it? What are y'all plans for the rest of the day? And I say if we did market, it'd be just a couple hours. And I can give y'all a break if you want, or we can do it sometime coming this week, tomorrow or Tuesday or whatever. It's up to you guys. When I was pregnant, I had to dress like Lucille Ball. The maternity stuff was just awful looking. Oh dear. They have everything now. It is so crazy. They have everything for everything. They didn't have half of this stuff. It's crazy. What'd I miss? You missed a whole lot, bossers. Oh, Caroline, what? That's see. So let's take Caroline's comment for just a second. That's what was happening in the chat, you guys. So it'd be like, oh, I'm crocheting. She hasn't crocheted a blanket in forever, right? Like a baby blanket, right, Caroline? Like you don't do that every day. So it was like clues like that kept popping up that y'all were saying, and I was like, ugh. And I think it was even more noticeable because I was hiding something for you guys until I was ready to tell you or, got all this stuff together and whatever. But um uh it was like stuff like that was happening. I was like, oh my gosh. They know. They know. You started quilting a year ago? Well, there you go. Oh, you know now. But it was like stuff I remember Vosser saying something too, and I can't remember what it was. Marlo said something. I remember that too, but it was weird. It was just weird stuff. Like, wouldn't that be funny if the reproductive room and Keisha was pregnant? I was like, no, that's not funny. Mm, mm. It was just stuff like that. Yeah. Says, when you have your baby, can we please do an offer up for him, Brent? Well, two, this was funny. This is a real funny thing. So I was talking to my sister and I was telling her, I was like, if I don't tell the people, because she was like, you don't have to tell the people because you sound like you're all over the place. And I'm like, no, I'm going to tell the people. Like, these are my friends. Like, we spend a lot of time together and they need to know and they would love to know. I was like, but I just sound all over the place because I'm just still shocked. That's all, you know. And I want to make sure that I know the gender and I can just tell them all the things. And I was like, if I don't tell them, they're going to all of a sudden hear this like baby crying in the background. They're going to be like, Did y'all just hear a baby? And they're not going to think it's my soundboard because it's just going to happen random. And then what? Oh, yeah, forgot to tell you guys, that's my new baby. Like, wait, what? No. Oh, so if I got to put them on pause for a minute or, whatever, they'll understand more and, support it more than just finding out that way. Like, no. Oh. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Bosser. Cool. So she's around the same time as me. I know. See, Duke? That's what I'm saying. So Duke remembers. Yeah. It's crazy. It was. It was a lot of talk. So how long do y'all want a break? We can come back. I'm good. We just need a little bit of break in between so I can get something to eat and use the restroom and put up the thank you, Vosser, and put up the new post. How long do y'all want? I'm good with whatever. From 30 minutes up to whatever. It doesn't take me long to do anything. So it's up to you guys. Do you want more than 30 minutes? Do you want whatever y'all want? You just vote. And then we'll just do a few hours so it won't be like hecka late. Y'all keep me on track though, because when I say a few hours, I really mean a few hours, but it never goes that way. I'm good with it, but I just don't want to misinform people. And I think too, that's why my timing of the billing cycle, because I wasn't able to stay up as late lately. And that's another thing. Like when I wasn't pregnant, obviously, or this far along, I wasn't as tired. But I've been so super freaking tired. Like sleepy tired. And I can't stay up 9 times out of 10. Now, sometimes when I'm on with you guys, it's a little bit different. I can stay up a little bit longer than if I'm not live, to be honest with you. But when I was doing the billing cycle and stuff, I would stay up till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing this stuff. Now, look, Latoya, you knew it. See, I think people knew. They knew, but they didn't know. Heck, I didn't know. I ain't even gonna lie. I would never guess this, ever. I would have put money on it and lost. I would have put money on it and lost. You can't come back until after 8. Girl, that's too late for me to start. But we might be on at that time. I'm not sure. 4:15 return. You mean Eastern? Because it's 2:39 here right now. I know. I had text about that. I had emails about that. What made you change? Like, you don't drink coffee at all? I'm like, no, not right now. And the first couple of times too, Posh was very supportive. Okay. She gave out clues though. The very first time that I drank the green tea on live, if y'all can remember, I don't know if you remember this or not, but I was like, man, I gotta go pee. Hold on. I was like, this green tea is going through me. And she was like, green tea is a diuretic and it will. Well, it was because I was carrying, really. I mean, yes, green tea does do that, but. And then when she called me later, she was like, green tea is really a diuretic, though. So you can get away with it. Like, man, this green tea, this is going right through me. I'll be back. I gotta go pee again. Okay, so what do we decide? So 30 minutes from now, I'll put up the post. So if y'all want to hang out at the new show, I know I wasn't going to hide it forever. I would never do that to you guys. I feel like y'all are part of my friendship and my family. And, I really do care and love a lot for you guys. Honestly, I would never do that. See, my mom and sister don't understand. They're like, yes, you can. They'll be fine. I'm like, no, these are my people. Like, no, that's not cool. But they don't realize, you know. Now I'm gonna have all of you grandmothers and mothers. I love it. I'm gonna have so many grandmoms and so many mothers. Yes. They're gonna be like, Keisha, that's enough. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're right. Okay. So 4:15 Eastern, 30 minutes from now. And as soon as we end, I'm gonna put up the post again. Thank you so very much for celebrating this time with me, and for all of the kind words and the love and support that you gave me and that you continue to give. I was very anxious in a lot of ways to share this stuff with you. Nervous, anxious, and also happy anxious, because I was keeping it from you guys for a month or so. And it was tough. It was tough. I was guilty. I was having dreams too about it. And I was like, I've got to tell the people. But I wanted to find out, like, for sure about the boy and all of that stuff, so I could tell you the whole everything, and finish the registry just in case, and all the fun stuff. But anyway, I'll see you back in about 30 minutes. Thanks, guys. Bye.